Hi, I'm Neil Anderson. I live in Fort Worth, Texas. Recently retired from Lockheed Martin after 32 years.
And you were a test pilot for Lockheed Martin, right?
Yeah, that's right. I flew experimental tests on F-16s and F-111s.
So what we heard this afternoon was that you've flown, what was it, 254 different aircraft?
Yeah, that's right. 254 different types of airplanes from, I think the number now is 17 different countries. So quite a few of them were overseas type airplanes.
And what would you say were some of the most memorable aircraft that you flew?
Oh, I enjoyed the MiG-21. I thought it was an interesting airplane to fly. It's not the greatest fighter in the world, but it's fun to fly. I enjoyed the Mirage series of airplanes from France. And most of all, I think I enjoyed some British fighters, the Hawker Hunter and the Hawker Sea Fury.
So were you one of the original test pilots of the B-36?
No, I didn't get to fly a B-36. I don't quite have enough gray hair for that. I wish I did. I'm one of the B-36 volunteers to try to restore this airplane and make it available to our grandchildren.
So how did you get involved in test flying these different aircraft?
Well, I worked for Lockheed for a while as an engineer, and I left to train astronauts down in Houston. And they called me and asked me if I'd like to become a test pilot for them, and I said sure, and came back.
So were you ever sort of out there working with Chuck Yeager or any of the other famous test pilots of the time?
Oh yeah, Chuck Yeager's a fairly good friend, Bob Hoover's a good friend, and quite a few of the other fellows are colleagues and awful fine people. I enjoy knowing them.
And you were in the Marine Corps for a while, is that right?
That's right. I served in the U.S. Marine Corps. I went through Navy flight school and served in the Marine Corps after the Korean War, and then when I got out and got a bachelor's degree in aeronautical engineering and on down this course.
And so how do you like to spend your time these days?
Well, I'm retired and I own several airplanes and I operate them. I own a pretty large hangar and I operate the space out there for airplanes and offices. I do quite a bit of public speaking and traveling.
Well, what would you like to say to the members of the 7th Bomb Group and those that served at Carswell in the 50s?
Well, I think we had a bit of a discussion today out at the hangar relative to the B-36, and we were talking about the word today is people are looking for memorials, memorial to the Korean War, and memorial to World War II, and so forth. And I suggested, and I feel pretty strongly about it, the B-36 is an excellent memorial to the Cold War. It's a good reminder to people of all the heroics, of all the hard work, the passion, the heartbreak, and the problems in the Cold War. So it's a great memorial to them.